You know,
Thank
In the
God.
Netherlands, you can't even go out and buy something for more than €1,000 in cash. Like
Yeah,
you
that
get
that that
flagged.
much I know. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
yeah,
very conservative country in terms of
You can't
spending
go
money.
to the bank and be like, "Hey, I need $500," because they won't have it for you, right? That's what's happening here,
yeah,
and we've got a pretty modern company or country.
Yeah.
yeah. It's yeah. I mean, you're okay. I don't. Should I go here? I mean,
Yeah, go
Yeah,
there,
go
John.
on.
Go. That's why you're
Go
here,
on, John.
John.
it's
Come
a
on, John.
when you think of it, right? I, in Brussels they talk about the authoritarian governments and
Here we go.
what's the but when you think of the everyday activities that are so restricted, as you just pointed out, you go to the bank and you can't take more than €1,000 of in cash because they ask you questions, justify where your funds are from. Uh, it's Europe has the idea that, or even the U.S., that we're free countries, but we're far from it, huh? So I
Yeah, we're
think if
not.
we can find and this is why I think that Web3, cryptocurrencies, blockchain, anonymous transactions um, have the appeal for so many, in the world because we're getting squeezed everywhere, right? You can't do anything without some kind of government bureaucrat, imposing some kind of rule for you to justify what you're doing and how you do it and whether you're within the rules that they've imposed. So I don't know. I think that's um, so.
So you're for Web3,
Yeah.
basically.
But
Look,
if you look
as
at
long as
that,
we
John,
can, yeah. The problem is that the system. I'll call it the system forces you to come in, right? uh, the day that everybody can accept some kind of new currency, then we'll be free of this. But it's difficult because the system doesn't allow you to do it.
John,
Yeah,
what you call it's just you mean the central bank and the governments don't like basically want you to be able to print your own currencies and do whatever
yeah,
and
yeah,
run them up.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So something like an algorithm doesn't control it, which is just a big Ponzi scheme. No, I don't know why you'd be worried about that, John. That's awesome.
Look,
So,
Yeah, it's
let's
always
be.
it's an issue, John, isn't it? Where's all that funny money going to go to if
Yeah,
it's
but
all being
remember,
controlled?
just because you have somebody that looks nice in a suit and has a nice granite
Thank you,
building in
John.
some
Thank you, John.
central uh, city, they're printing funny money too. The only reason that your dollar or your euro is worth anything is because you can pay taxes with it. If you could, that's
and
no,
and you
that's
know and you know what else, John? I can exchange it for other funny
yeah,
money. And
yeah,
central banks and governments accept that funny money. The problem with the crypto algorithm, and it's a
yeah.
very nice concept. I like it. Don't get me wrong. The biggest issue is that people go, the government doesn't know what I have. Yes, they do. Because when those people stole $4 billion worth of Bitcoin, the FBI, with the help of agencies that technically don't exist, arrested them because they know where it goes. So when people go, they don't, they know. So first of all, that make believe notion that the governments don't know who owns what in crypto algorithms and they don't, the blockchain, push that aside. It's just another form of currency. And all the governments from the US to China, and it keeps going on and on and on, all have and all going to come out with their own crypto, their would be cryptocurrencies, their cryptocurrencies, and they're just going to kill what's there. There'll be
Sorry,
a fringe,
sorry.
I think, that'll still use it. And it's just, it's okay, but let's not think that all of a sudden that, you're just going to get rid of,
No,
pick your
no,
favorite
no.
currency.
Okay, the euro and the dollar is already a digital currency. I
Yes.
mean, when the government, sends, stimulus payments, what do? They don't send you a piece of paper. They just credit your account in your
Yeah, right.
bank,
Make
and that's
believe.
it.
Right.
Boom,
Make
you're
believe
done.
money.
No.
Right.
The only thing about why governments want to introduce a digital, a cryptocurrency with Web3 technology is because what can they do? They can say, "Hey, John, here's €100, €1,000. Okay, but you got to spend it within the next 30 days. If not, poof, it's gone."
Right.
Oh, there's a total level of control that they can have.
Right.
And that's why, they want to kill crypto
I
so
don't know
that
if
it
they wanna
doesn't
kill
become
it.
a replacement for the currency that's currently out there, because they won't be able to control it. Anyway,
I don't know if they
that's,
want to kill it, John. I think they just want to. I think they just want to get a better handle on it, so
they want to
certain
control it.
things don't
Yes.
happen.
Yeah.
John, they're going to control everything anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
To tell you this, pal, they've been controlling
Yeah.
things for a long time.
So
Just
we-
because someone comes up with an algorithm doesn't mean one day it's going to be like, you don't have to worry about it anymore. You're going to use this algorithm. It's not happening, but it's
Yeah,
cute. I like that.
There are
Yeah.
projects out there that, like Monero, which,
Yeah.